Welcome to Trade Pro. This is part 2 of testing different risk to reward ratios on a simple stochastic trading strategy. So in this video, I'm doing 100 tests using a 1 to 0.5 risk reward ratio. In yesterday's video, I did a 1 to 6 risk to reward ratio, and that was profitable even with such a bad and simple strategy. So let's see what the difference is once I change it to the opposite end of the spectrum and bring it down to that 1 to 0.5 risk to reward ratio. So if you didn't see yesterday's video, you should watch that. But I'll quickly explain the strategy again and then show a couple examples and get into the 100 tests. So first thing, we have the 200 EMA. You can only take short entries when price is below the 200 EMA. You can only take long entries when price is above the 200 EMA. And the entries are given by the stochastic when it is over the 80 line and crosses down. That is a short entry signal. When it is below the 20 line and crosses up, that's a long entry signal. Then there's the ATR, which would be the stop loss placement. 1 times the ATR value will be the stop loss, and half of the ATR will be the take profit. So kind of interesting test on this one. So here's an example. I'll zoom in here. We get a cross down that happens above the 80 line. Price is below, so we're only looking for shorts, and happens on this candle right here. So the stop loss will be, let's see, ATR is 22. All right, so there's the stop loss, and then only half of the stop loss is going to be the take profit. So there it is, 1 to 0.5. Let's see what type of win rate we can get over the series of 100 trades. I'll show one more example and then get into the testing. So here's another one. Looks like cross happens right here. Might get stopped out based on this big wick up here. So the ATR is 37.8. Oh, actually, it's safe. So this one is also a good to go trade, 0.5. So that's actually a winner. Although you might get screwed over by a spread or fee on that, but in these back tests, we don't account for that. So anyway, you get what the test is. Time to get into it. Let's go. Alright, so the results are in after 100 back tests using a 1 to 0.5 risk reward ratio with the super simple stochastic strategy on the exact same set of price data as the 1 to 6 risk reward ratio test. And again, it was on the 30-minute time frame, 3 months of price data for the 100 signals. There were 71 winners and 29 losses, giving it a 71% win rate. So the most won in a row was 10 and the most lost in a row was 3. That being said, the gain on the account only 6.5%. So this goes to show it doesn't matter what your win rate is, it matters how much money you make at the end of a series of trades. All right, so 1 to 6 risk reward, that had a horrific win rate, but it made a lot more. It was 19% gain on the account over a series of 100, so it did a lot better. And what I want you to take away from this is that you need to be doing your proper testing to find what the best risk reward ratio is for your system. And I think it's only fair to take this to another video and do a little bit more testing with this really simple strategy and just see what we can get if I do, say, 1 to 1.5 and then 1 to 3, and just kind of see what tends to work best with this super ridiculously simple strategy. And just kind of prove the point about doing your testing, finding the best risk reward. And it's much more important to make more money at the end of a series of trades than it is to have a high win rate. It doesn't matter what your win rate is if you're making 6.5% over a series of 100 trades, meaning more like nothing after fees and spreads. So let's make sure that we're targeting the right things when doing testing. I hear a lot of people talking about how they want to have a high win rate for their emotional reasons, how they get deterred if they take a few losses. But you shouldn't be trading on a live account if that's how you feel about taking losses. You haven't done enough testing, you haven't been trading long enough, you haven't developed your trading psychology, and you don't have confidence in your strategy, then you shouldn't be trading it on a live money account. So I don't know what to tell you. I know I can't stop anyone from losing money, but make sure you're doing your proper testing and that you have developed your trading psychology before you go out and start trading on a live account. Just demo trade until you have proven to yourself that you're consistently profitable. Do your testing, do your optimizing. Anyone who hasn't seen my strategy optimization video, you need to watch that. It's very important if you do want to be long-term successful as a trader. So thanks for watching. I'm gonna pop this up on the spreadsheet real quick and then call it a day. All right, so here it is on the spreadsheet. Sorry if there is some noise. The landscaper has the leaf blower going, I believe, so it's kind of a humming noise in the background. But anyway, here it is, 31 out of 38. And it's not meant to do well. This is more of a test to optimize your risk reward ratio and trying to get that point across to you that it's important to optimize your strategy. It's important to find what the best risk reward ratio is for your system so that you can make the most money, and to not be deterred when you have a low win rate, because it's not the win rate that determines how much money you make. 17% win rate equals 19% gain on the account. 71% win rate, only 6.5. So it just goes to show that is not the important figure here. And obviously these aren't meant to be good strategies. If you trade the number one strategy, you make about 10 times more money. But what I'm going to do is make a couple more videos testing different risk reward ratios with this exact same strategy and this exact same set of price data. That way I can fully kind of prove the point of the importance of testing different risk rewards and finding what works best. So wait for that. Probably coming out in the next couple days. I'll have the next video on that, and then a couple days after that, the next video. But then I'll close out the risk reward series. I made this part 2, so I'll have a part 3 and a part 4. And then move on to something else. But watch my strategy optimization video, 5 steps to strategy optimization, if you haven't seen that video, because this is only one of the steps of strategy optimization that I've put out. So just make sure that you are doing all the steps, and if you really want to be successful in the long run, you got to do what it takes. So don't be a wimp, put in the work. I'm not going to do it all for you, but I will at least go as far as showing you how to do it properly, okay? So that's fair? That sounds fair? All right. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Even though I'm not giving you highly profitable strategies on these videos, I still think it's an extremely important point to make, and hope everyone understands. But anyway, have a nice night.